Hey, what's going on, people? The reason why I'm doing this video is so that I can prove to myself that I understand Forex, because as many people know, the best way to learn something is to teach it, or the best way to understand something is to be able to explain it. So I'm going to try and explain what Forex is, because for me, when I was first starting off with Forex, it was a little confusing, and it took me a lot of videos and a lot of reading to actually understand the concept of Forex. Okay, so here we go. So Forex is short for foreign exchange, and Forex is basically the exchange of one currency to another. That's very simple, very straightforward. For example, exchanging euros into US dollars. Now, the exchange rate is very important to understand when learning about Forex, and you'll see why later on in this video. Basically, what the exchange rate is the price of one currency when compared to another currency. So again, we compare the euro to the US dollar, and basically what the exchange rate is 1 euro equals $1.20. That would be the exchange rate. All right. So why do we use Forex? Why do we exchange currency? Well, when a tourist is visiting a country, they need the local currency to buy things. So for example, tourists from Germany visiting the US will need to exchange euros into dollars. I know this is obvious, but it's just a concept to understand what Forex actually is. Okay, so for example, we stay with the same exchange rate. 1 euro equals $1.20. And then Germans come through and they have 500 euros and they want to exchange into US dollars. So since the exchange rate is $1.20 per 1 euro, you simply do the math and Germans will get $600 when they exchange 500 euros with this exchange rate. Okay, so with this exchange rate, 500 euros equals $600. Okay, now this is where it gets into what Forex actually is and how it works. So companies that want to buy goods from a company located in another country need to exchange currency. So it's the same concept with the tourists visiting another country. All right, it's the same concept. And again, a similar example, a company in Germany needs to exchange euros into dollars in order to buy goods from a company in the US. And again, we're going to use the same exchange rate. 1 euro equals $1.20. Now with companies, obviously, they exchange a larger amount of money. A lot more than this. This is just an example. So let's just say that a company exchanges 100,000 euros. With this exchange rate, they will get $120,000. Okay, so now we get back to the exchange rate. With Forex, and the reason why people make money from Forex is because the exchange rates change all the time. And if you guys look at a Forex chart, you will see that sometimes the price changes within seconds, within minutes. It would change within 15 minutes. It would change within 4 hours, within a day, a lot. It would just move up and down. And this is the reason why people make money off of Forex. And the reason why the exchange rates change is because of the law of supply and demand. So the more demand for a currency, the more valuable it becomes. And the less demand for a currency, the less valuable it becomes. So let's go with an example. A company, an investment firm, or a bank exchanges 1 million euros into US dollars. And so the value of the US dollar increases because there is a lot of demand for the US dollar. Now, within the Forex world, there's a lot more money moving each day, a lot more money than $1 million or euros. And this is what makes the exchange rates move up and down. So a company or a bank wants €1 million worth of US dollars. That is a lot of demand for the US dollar, which means that the dollar would increase. Now, with the same rate, with the same exchange rate, if the dollar increases, the exchange rate would look something like this. The reason why it was confusing for me and hard to understand was because if the dollar increases, then why did it go from $1.20 to $1.10? Now, you might understand this right away, but for me, it was difficult to understand. Another way to look at this is to think of it as the euro decreasing against the dollar. All right, so what that means is that now, if the dollar increases, you can get more euros with a dollar. And there's an example right here. Let's say the dollar increases and now the exchange rate is for every euro you get 50 cents. For every 50 cents you have, you get 1 euro. So now that means that for every 2 euros you have, you only get $1. I know this is confusing. Well, for me it was, but I hope you guys can understand the concept that I'm presenting here. Basically, you can buy more euros if the exchange rate goes from $1.20 to 50 cents. I'm not gonna explain anymore because it's just gonna get more confusing. But this is basically how this works. Let's move on. How companies and individuals make money with Forex. All right, how can people like you and me make money with Forex? Investment firms, banks, and individuals exchange a currency. They hold it, wait for the exchange rate to go up or down, then exchange it back and profit from the difference. Now, this might seem a little confusing actually now that I read it over, but let's go ahead and do some examples here. All right, let's use the same exchange rate. So for every euro you have, you get $1.20. And again, let's say you have 500 euros and you exchange it into dollars, you get $600. All right. And then let's say the US dollar goes up. And now 1 euro equals $1.10. So for every $1.10 you have, you get 1 euro. Now you have $600. And if you exchange it back into euros with the new exchange rate, you're gonna get back 545 euros. And you'll profit 45 euros. Now, I'm not gonna get more into it because it will get confusing. So let's just go with another example. This is the same example but with some pictures. And hopefully it'll be easy to understand. So the same exchange rate, right? For every euro you get $1.20. And again, you have 500 euros. You exchange 500 euros into dollars and you will get $600, okay? You hold on to your dollars and wait for the US dollar to increase. With the new exchange rate, those 500 euros turn into 545 euros. That's basically it. That's what Forex is, and that's how people make money off of Forex. Now, this was very basic so that people can understand. Hopefully people can understand. Let me know if it's confusing or if I made a mistake somehow, because I'm still learning myself. I'm not a professional trader. I'm just trying to learn here. So this is my way of explaining Forex. If something is off or incorrect, do let me know.